Hello, my loves. I hope you're strapped in because this is 31 minutes long. Woo! Okay, I've already prepped my Eliana hand. I've used the Pro Stiletto tips on my website. They are available in bags. The boxes are not available at the moment. So, as you can see, they're all in place. They're all done. And I'm just going to go straight in and start the design because there is a lot of design in this one. It's quite a lot of stuff going on. We're going to just do an extended nail bed first. I'll always do that before anything else because there's stages involved and you've got to file and things like that. So the best thing is to get that down first. And I'm just going to extend that nail bed because these are quite long nails. I'll just feather the back of that bead. And then we'll start working on shaping it. And as that product kind of starts to polymerize and set up, then I can nudge it even more with my brush into place. So as you can see, I'm just using the side of my brush and just tapping that bead and starting to tease it into place. And as the bead sets up, it's even easier to work with. Tap, tap, tap. We're creating a wall, obviously. If you need more help with stuff like this, I've got an acrylic smile line course. It's an online course, but I'm there kind of in a group to support. And it's very helpful. And it's a very good value for money. So you can check that out. I'll leave a link to the website in the description box. That's the first part of the smile line done. Obviously, we need to keep making sure that wall is nice and even and it's nice and high. And then I'm going to go in and build up the rest of the extended nail bed. Now, I did this one in like 4 beads, I think, because it's quite a long nail bed. And I just wanted to kind of chill and go with the flow. So second bead goes on and I'm blending that down into the first bead. Making sure though that I don't lose that shape at the side. There was this little bit of fluff. Oh my God. It drove me mad. I thought I'd got it. So then I was like, oh, I've got it. I'll just blend that. And then I realised I hadn't got it at all. No, it was still there. So then I had to scoop it out again. Honestly, I don't know where half these things come from. I'm not worried about the little dink in the acrylic because I'm just about to apply more. So it's no problem at all. In with the next bead. Now I should have bled the back of that bead out a little bit more because it was flowing a little bit too fast for my liking. It was running off a little bit. But it's all good. No problem. Just using the tip of my brush to tuck it in around those edges, just to make sure that we tease that bead back into where it should be. There we go. We don't want to lose that wall that we're building. And I do apply one more bead just to kind of make sure I've got the apex in place, and that's that done. Don't need to worry about doing that later on. It's all finished. So in with the apex bead, and I'm making sure I bled that one a little bit more, see, so it didn't flow so fast. And I'm going to tuck it in with the tip of my brush, always tip to tuck, middle to move. And I'm just going to tease that last bead into place, keeping the majority of the product in the back third there, and just bringing it down to meet up with the previous laid acrylic. Keeping in mind that we want to keep those walls nice and crisp and keep that nice almond shape, and then we're going to let that completely set and move on to the other nails. So on this nail I am just going to do a clear base. I did that on all of them actually. I'm just showing you one nail. It's not as thin as a thin clear base because I'm working with super pigmented acrylic, so I can build up, you know, a good clear base and still sandwich the coloured acrylic in between the base layer and the cap layer. So I didn't need to go super duper thin. So I did that on all the nails. On the thumb, I'm going to do a tiny bit of this purple acrylic, and it is called Boardwalk, and it's from Glam and Glitz. These are really, really pigmented. I just kind of paint with them. Don't build any structure with them. It's got a kind of glistening pearlescent look to it as well, which is nice. So I'm just going to do like an even layer of that, and then we're going to go in with the glitter on top. Sorry if you can hear banging, Oliver's playing. So this glitter is from the March box, but it's also, no, the April box, sorry, but it's also available on the website. It's called Lavender Sparkle. It's a beautiful purpley colour. It's got metallic butterflies and some multi-mix fine, super fine pieces. So we're just gonna plop it on and then move the little butterflies about as we go. I don't generally like mixes with chunky pieces. I don't mind the little butterflies. They're okay, otherwise I wouldn't have made it. But because they serve a purpose, you see, because the theme was like lavender and butterflies like lavender, don't they? So I think they do anyway. I freaking hope they do, because I thought they did. I know bees like it. Do butterflies like? I'm sure they do. Well, my ones do anyway, because that's why they're in the glitter mix. Now I've completely gone off my topic, but anyway. Yes, I just wanted to slap a big splodge of that beautiful glitter on and then just jiggle the butterflies about a bit. And if you've got any areas like this, just tap your wet brush into the raw glitter and tap it on. Pop, 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 like that. And then just let it set before you encapsulate it or anything. You don't want to move it. On to the next nail. And we're going to do an ombre. So I'm going to apply the nude acrylic, tuck that bead in at the cuticle, and then work that bead down the nail, and we'll be ombreing the glitter up the nail. So work that bead down. I'm just going to wet the nail so that we get a nice contact, and let that bead kind of blend out as I push it down. I will add a little bit more acrylic there because there's not much after that stress point. So I'm going to add a little bit more, slightly wetter bead, blend it back so it melts into the first bead. And then we'll drag that down as well. Oh, add a bit of glitter on my brush. Tell you what, it gets everywhere, doesn't it? There we are. And just feather that out there. Beautiful. So we're going to be working with the same glitter again, that Lavender Sparkle. And all I use is just a small bead of clear acrylic to pick that up. So we'll pop a little bit down there, and I want to kind of try and control the butterflies so that they look like they're flying off up the nail. Don't mind a couple at the bottom, but I kind of want to control them a little bit. So I'm just messing about with them with the tip of my brush. And then just adding a little bit more. As you can see, within that mix, some of the purple is almost iridescent, so it glows. It's not all metallic. I like to keep the mixes kind of multi-dimensional so that, I don't know, they offer a little bit more than just the norm. Going in with a little bit more, and then I'm going to tap some up and around the butterflies as well. And I'll just kind of keep playing with it until I'm happy. On to the next nail, and I'm applying Cabana from Glam and Glitz. I've had these colours for years. And it's a very nice metallic kind of minty colour. Again, you work quite thin with these powders. They're more like paints than anything. I'll add a little bit more because we want a full coverage on this one, because this is just going to be a full colour nail. What you'll find with pigmented powders is they will want to kind of stick to your brush. So just keep your brush clean, but be mindful not to put it too deep into the monomer, because otherwise you'll push all that pigment out of the brush into your monomer and you'll contaminate it. Making sure I keep that little bit there clean. And we're just going with a bit more. You can see that kind of pearlescent, silky yumminess. I do like Glam and Glitz powders. Okay, let's give that brush a good clean. I'm just going to apply a little bit more just at the cuticle area. And you'll be amazed at how thin it still is. Okay, onto the pinky, and I'm using Made in Sweet from Glam and Glitz. Made in Sweet is slightly more chalky than the others. You've got to get the right ratio on it to really kind of get it to work at its best. But again, it's highly pigmented, so you can work nice and thin. And I'm just going to build up like I did with the others. So this nail went right off on a tangent because I was just going to add a couple of butterflies. Then I started adding some of the purple glitter, and before you know it, it was just doing its own thing. So I'm going to let you watch this one.
When I think about yesterday, my oh my, my oh my, a kiss, and so I did.
So I will show you a little bit of encapsulation. I didn't show you all of them because you'd be really bored. But I'm just going to go in with a big clear bead. Obviously I've bled the back of that bead so that it doesn't run everywhere, it's controllable. And then I will wet the nail down a little bit with my brush just to make sure this bead flows and doesn't cause any frosting or anything like that. I saw a little bit of frosting there, so I just got some fresh monomer on my brush and tucked it under. Remember, with the glitter, if it ain't matte, it ain't capped. And that's just the way it is. The glitter will change almost colour, but it changes to a matte effect when it's successfully capped in clear acrylic, and then you know it's protected. And you need to kind of be mindful when you're layering up these designs that, oh, there's another layer required here. So don't make it too big at the beginning because you've still got to go on and cap that design. And quite often, I remember when I first started out with nails, I would end up filing half the design away because it was actually too chunky in the first place, and then I'd encapsulated it. So yeah, it's just worth keeping that in mind. And I'm just checking from the side, okay, do I need to put an extra bead in? Where does it need to go? Always blend in the back of that bead so we don't have a step up. Okay, there we go. Now, they're all encapsulated, so now I'm going to get to work on this extended nail bed, and I'm going to just file in the smile line. I'm just going over the walls and literally making sure they're perfect. Straight at the side, swooping down to the very tip there. Obviously there's lots more information I can give you, but I'm not going to give away everything because I save that for my courses. So yeah, we'll just file this into shape and then clean all that dust off. So I'm going to be using Madam Glam's gel polish, and the first colour I'm using is Lilac You a Lot. I needed these colours to kind of match or at least be close to the acrylic colours I'm using, and I'm painting right up the side of that French nail. So right up the side wall, right to the very, very top, and then I'll just bring it down. It doesn't need to be the same shape exactly that I'm going to want. I just need to cover that area with that colour. Then I'll give it a cure. The brush I'm using is the Ultra Liner from Madam Glam. And once it's cured, I'm going to go back in with my clear acrylic and build up another extended nail bed in clear. So I'm encapsulating the gel polish. I'm not going to encapsulate the whole area that I just painted. I just needed it there to mark out a rough spot. But as you can see, I'm working a little bit drier. I need those beads to stay in place and be moldable. And I'm going to rebuild a new smile line. Now, it gets messy, it gets lumpy, it gets what you feel is almost like bordering on out of control shape-wise. But don't worry. They always say, don't they, trust the process, and that's exactly what you have to do. But if you struggle with smile lines as it is, don't go and try and do a 3D French, which is what this is called. You need to get one comfortable and be familiar with it so that you can just crack on with it before you start pushing yourself even more. I see quite often with students, they'll come and they will have done a full design set before they've just got the basics. And it's like, get the basics, just strip it right back. Everything else will be 10 times less stressful if you do that. So yeah, we're just going to keep building lots of smile lines here. And as you can see, I'm doing it section by section, bit by bit, because I need to make sure it's even, it's smooth, it's all in place.
When I think about yesterday, my oh my.
Once that section has set, I'm going to go in and file it, and we're going to do the same thing again.
Kiss, and so I did. Since I met you, I feel unbreakable. Since I met you, I feel unbreakable.
The colour I'm using this time is Primavera. And I'm going to do exactly the same, use my Ultra Liner brush. I'll leave Madam Glam's link in the description box with a discount code. And yeah, we'll just do exactly the same. Take it right up onto that wall, right up to the very, very top. And then bring it down further.
My oh my. My, oh my, a kiss, and so I did.
As before, we'll cure it for 30 seconds and then encapsulate with clear acrylic and build a new smile line with a new wall. Once that's set, we're going to go in again and file again. And then we'll be able to go in with our final colour. And the final colour on this is a beautiful pink called the Boardwalk. And we're going to do exactly the same, but this time we can take it all the way to the very tip. Again, once it's cured, we'll then encapsulate the whole nail and wait for it to set. And then I will show you a brief bit of footage of me filing it. I will use an e-file for this because there's a lot of bulk there that needs to be reshaped and refiled. So the e-file I'm going in with is my new Melodysusie Sparkle Plus, I think it was called. I've just reviewed it. I can't remember the name, but anyway, I'm using that and I'm using a 4x coarse bit. And as you can see, there's a lot of bulk there to take down. And I'll just work through it. I'm using my thumb on my left hand to press the nail, because obviously this is just a tip inserted into the Eliana hand, and then obviously I've put one of our tips on top of that, so the vibration would cause it to start slipping. So I'm just holding it in place with my other hand. You can see that beautiful French, 3D French coming through there. And I'll keep doing that until I'm happy, and then I'll do the rest with a hand file off camera. Okay, so here we are. We have had a wash and a hand file, and we're going to get into the bling, because let's face it, it's the most important part. So I'm using a collection of crystals from Alina Crystals. I'm using some from our most recent Spring Meadow mix, which is this lovely soft pink here. I'll put the links to all that in the description box as well for you. I'm just going to build a little cuff to start off with. I'm using SS8s and SS6s. I'm just going to go around like that. Then I'm going to take a couple of pieces from this particular AB shape is from, I got this one out of my icicle mix. Some of these are available to buy though individually on the website. For example, this 3x10 AB raindrop, you can buy those in packs of 10 or 20. I can never remember. I have so many hundreds of products, so yeah, sometimes I get muddled up, especially when I'm sat there like late at night doing a voiceover. And also these smaller AB 2x6s, they're available on the website to buy. Hi, Misha. Oh, the cat's just talking to me, don't worry about her. She just likes to have a chat when I'm busy, you know, especially when I'm doing a voiceover. Very thoughtful, Misha, very thoughtful. Oh, and Luke's come in now as well, so we'll have a full-blown cat chorus in a minute. Oh, they're chatting away. Okay, so I'm going to finish this design by adding a few more bits here and there. The colours are from the Spring Meadow mix. That's one of the lilacs, and I'll add a couple more lilacs at the top there. I'm then going to use some of the green opals from the Spring Meadow mix and do a little cuff on this nail as well, because I absolutely love that colour and it goes so well with the nail next to it. So yeah, I thought, why not? So now the bling's done, it's time to shine. Let's get the top coat out. This is Madame Glam's No Wipe top coat. And we're going to start off with that really gorgeous thumbnail that's just full of glitter. Look at that. You know you're doing a long nail when you have to stop to refill your brush. Beautiful. You'll see when the nail's fully top coated how you've got the glowing of like the different types of purple beneath the butterflies that sit on top. See what I mean? Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, we'll give that a cure. Then we're going into the index finger. Give that one a top coat. I resisted the temptation to put bling on every nail, and I'm very proud of myself for that. That's an achievement. You can get the Spring Meadow mix in our April box, as well as all the glitter and the wax melts and the decals, or you can get them individually as well. So it's your choice. You just save money if you get the box, that's all. Onto this now. Now we're not going to go over the crystals. Don't go over the crystals when you top coat. It's like a cardinal sin, to be fair. Yeah, you won't get let into the pearly gates when your time comes, because on the checklist, the angels will see that you top coated your crystals. Just saying. Beautiful. I'll just use my ultraliner brush with some top coat just to go around the base of the crystals. On the mint green nail, I did a matte top coat, and it was very long-winded going around that with my little brush, so I didn't film that for you. And here's the pinky nail, which I don't like, be honest with you. Don't know what I did. I just got excited with glitter. That's what it was. I just had a glitter moment meltdown thing. So yeah. Anyway, here's the final hand. I really hope you like this design. I will put all the links in the description box. And if you like it, then don't forget to give it a like. Pop a comment in the description box, share it, follow, all that shebang. I will try my best to get another video out in the next couple of days. I've got a giveaway to do. I've got a massive announcement coming up very, very shortly. I'll see you very soon. Tally bye.